I came for us to have a conversation up in Ayaso. Now, today is March the 20th, 2026, and I am in my red. And the reason why I'm wearing red is because red and white is the national flag of Canada. And I'm here to talk all things Canadian up in Ayaso. So as you guys know, in Canada, this is the tax season, the time when we file our income tax up in Ayaso. So I took an appointment and I went to see my accountant. He's like, give me all the income papers. And I'm like, okay, so what happened to this? I have to reclaim this, I have to reclaim that. He said, no, leave the expenses alone. I want to see your income for the year. So I handed him all of the T4 and T5s. And he did his calculation. And I'm waiting patiently, guys, to hear this magic statement. You got back something. Now, I have been using him for the past 5 years since I came to Ottawa. He has been my only tax guy up in here. So I file all of my income tax up in here. So, and since I have gone with him, I've always gotten back something. Did the government train me badly by giving me back something every time I return my taxes? What happened this time? I sat in the chair, all popped up, waiting to hear the good news. Clarence, you got back so-and-so. I was in for a big surprise up in here, so I got back nothing. Zero. Oh my goodness, so fast. I went from hero to zero in that moment. I did not get back anything. And I questioned him and I'm like, but the last 5 years I've gotten back something. How come I haven't gotten back anything? And he's like, this is what you made this year. One activity put you in the high tax bracket for this year. And as a result of that, instead of you getting back some money, you have to pay the government up in there. So I'm like, really? So I have to pay them back $200 and some dollars. Thank God it's not more. I always anticipate in returning my tax this year because I always get back some money, but this time nothing. And I'm like, my birthday is coming up next month. And I had already had some plans to use the money and treat myself for my birthday. No, nothing I got back this year up in the house. So now I want to encourage you that this is the tax season. If you live in the United States of America, live in Canada as I do, or wherever you live, remember to file your income taxes. It's very important because if you want to purchase anything substantial in Canada, they always ask you for income tax statements if you're going to finance those purchases. So it's imperative to file your taxes. I think in Canada, April 15 is the deadline, subject to correction. If you have the right information, just drop it in the comment section and tell me, what is the deadline in the United States of America for filing your income taxes? And those of you who live in the UK, what is the deadline? Even those in the Caribbean, I can't remember filing income tax up in the ass. So I am shattered. I am bewildered. I am disappointed. I am disappointed up in the ass. So you know why I'm disappointed? Last year, I got back $2,300. That's a lot of money up in the ass. So free money from the government. And it came in time for my birthday. Guys, it's tough. This year, I didn't even get it back. And you know what? I had already been so accustomed to getting back something substantial from them every year when I file my income taxes that I started building it into my budget for the year. And you know what? I had already calculated that over 2,000 some that I would need to add to a financial goal that I'm setting for 2026. And when I saw that $2,000 would no longer be catered for, I'm like, whoa, I start scratching my head. How am I going to compensate for that $2,000 some shortage? Well, I got to tweak here, tweak there, and everywhere in order to meet my goal up in a yes. So I think it's going to set me back by 1 month or two, but it is what it is. And here is a perfect teachable moment. No matter how much you plan financially, something can always go wrong. And so you always have to have an open-mindedness when you are doing your planning and your forecast. Very important. Don't feel disappointed. Don't feel dismayed. Yes, I've said, oh, I'm disappointed. Yeah, I'm a little disappointed, but not disappointed all the way through 2026. No. What I realize is that sometimes things do happen. You have no control over it. You just have to brush it off and keep it moving up in the asshole. And I'm not going to allow it to dampen my financial goal and my motivation whatsoever. No, it is what it is. So whenever you file your income tax this year, if the information is not positive in your favor in terms of getting back something, I just want you not to dwell or harp on it for too long. It is life. It is what it is. Sometimes you can't even anticipate what will happen when you file your income taxes. The most important thing is that we have to file them so that we do not get in problem with the government up in the ass. And here is a perfect teachable moment. When you are budgeting, when you are forecasting for your financial year planning, make sure that you do not add in totals that you have no idea for a fact would be there. And this is where my example for today comes in. Always include in your budget amounts that are sure, that are guaranteed. Only guaranteed amounts should be inserted in your budget for your fiscal year or your financial year. For example, how much your expenses, your actual expenses are going to be, how much your actual income is going to be. That is what you're going to put in. I added in a speculated amount or an estimated amount that blew right up in my face up in the ass. As I was walking down the street, coming home, I started thinking, you know what? We cannot rely on anyone for anything really, not even the government up in Ayaso. Rather, we have to rely on God for everything. It's a reminder to me and to you, my viewing audience, that God is the source of all things. Yahweh God, the one who created the heavens and the earth and everything that is within the earth. Only what he has for us is guaranteed up in Ayaso. Our bosses are not our source. Our governments are not our source. Not even us are our source. They are our resources. All of these resources point directly to the source because he is the one who has the ability to replenish all of these resources on the earth up in the Ayaso. Thank you for listening to this episode of Money Smart. Remember, no matter what you do, never try to put out another person's light in order for you to be able to shine. God bless you.